Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Spiritual Insight Show. I'm Reverend Tiffany White Sage Woman, and I'm very excited and pleased to be back in Sacred Circle with each and every one of you this evening. And so I'd like to just give everyone a few moments to come in into this sacred space and join us, whether you're joining us on Facebook, on YouTube. This is the Goldylocks Productions Facebook page, the Goldylocks Productions YouTube channel, the Goldylocks Productions Periscope TV channel, and also Get Vocal. So it's, a lot of places to find me right now live. So I just want to everyone be patient with me for just one moment. Here we go. I'm having to pull up Facebook on my phone because I usually run shows. I have a computer and a laptop, and the laptop decided to do an update. And when it's a long one, it's like, this may take a while, and we're at 5%. And I'm like, oh, really? Anyway, so you can, just leave your comments in Facebook and I will see them. So here we go. All right, just making sure. Hello, Chris. Hello, Sarah. Hello, Julia, Maureen, and Chris Herman. All right, so welcome everyone. Thank you for joining in, and for those who are watching on YouTube, I can't see your comments right at this moment, but it's okay. Hey, Steve, how are you? Thanks for joining our Sacred Circle. So it's okay. It's all doable. Everything's good. We just got to go with the flow. It's like, whatever. Whatever. So just give me a few minutes, YouTube. If I'll keep you updated. If I can't get over to there for comments, then just do me a favor. And some of you might not like Facebook, but you could go over to Facebook. It's a public page, and you can watch and comment from there as well. Okay. So, or one of my secretaries, all my helpers sitting in Sacred Circle with us, if one of you wants to, I want you to enjoy sitting in Sacred Circle. Let me just say that. That's all I'm going to. So hello, Teresa. Hello, everyone. Blessings to each and every one of us. And there wasn't a show last week due to Thanksgiving in the United States. And it was a nice little Thanksgiving break. And I hope everyone had a wonderful Thanksgiving. And even if you don't live in the United States, it's always a great time, a great day to be thankful. I mean, it's a daily thing. Thankful, grateful, right? So I'm grateful for each and every one of you. So let's see. Thanks, Julia, for that update. Thank you. You look great on YouTube. Yay, thanks. Hello, Amy. How are you? Hello, Wendy. Everyone coming in. Hello. And I just love the love. Love the love. Share the love. I know this is a safe space. This circle is a safe place. And this is a circle of tremendous healing, giving and receiving. The exchange between us all is just lovely. It's just so beautiful. And so grateful for this. And this is your first time watching live, know that, like I said, you're in a safe place. And it's no coincidence that you were drawn to watch this, whether you're watching this live or whether you are watching this in the archives, whether you're watching it later on. A space has been saved for you way ahead of time. So, and the energy is just as powerful, whether you watch this live or in the archives. All right. So welcome, everyone. Hello, Robin. How are you, dear? Welcome. All right. So the energy is, wow, 2019 is almost over, right? And do we start to feel like, it's all been crazy. And we have days where we feel like we're in a spiral, like we're in a tornado. Help me. Other days it's like, I'm just going to sleep this day off. And that's okay too. There's just going to be times when we're, we have good times, we have bad times, whatever. And that's fine. Okay. So it's, I think this is the new norm. Just temporarily, let me say it that way. So it's just part of this ascension process, right? All right. So hello, everyone stepping in and watching. Hello, Sheila. All right. And so I see some friends are coming in and are sending friend requests on Get Vocal. That's if you have a Get Vocal account already. Just you can find Goldylocks Productions, Goldylocks with a Y, search for it, and then you can send me a friend request, and you can actually watch live in the studio. But I'm streaming through Get Vocal, and it's GETVOKL. Okay, getvocal.com. That's if you have an account, because you have to create an account here. But I don't want you to do that now, but just know that you can watch and comment live in the studio here as well. So lots of opportunities to watch this show live, right, and comment. So yay! Just thought I would let everyone know, give everyone options. All right. So, my goodness. All right. So a lot of messages have been coming through very strong on a daily basis. And I know for all of us, we're doing a lot of work right now. Each and every one of you sitting in the sacred circle is a powerful healer and teacher, whether you realize it or not, you are. And, so it's people are watching us, people are learning from us in our energy, All right. It's more important now. 2019. Let's wrap this year up with a nice little bow of all the work that we have been doing. Let's just, we're going to accelerate it a little bit. And I know it always seems like we're at holiday time, where holiday times can be stressful for people instead of, pleasant. It can be stressful too. But know too that this will pass. It's all part of the test. It's all part of us ascending. It's all part of the experience. And we got this. Let me tell you, we have the things that we have been through. That is behind us. Pat yourself on the back. We made it this far. This is where we are. All right, 2032. It's short 12 years away before the start of the new age, the new golden age. Wow. Yes, it is possible. We will be around to see peace on earth. And many of us have, I won't say waited, but all our past lives, this is the goal. This is what we were trying to reach. And yes, it's happening. Yes. No matter what the news says, no matter what everything, the world is going on. That's the 3D behaving badly. 3D not wanting to give up the power. And just let the 3D be. There you go. Let the 3D be. And when I say 3D, I mean third dimension. Let the third dimension do its own thing. We're above that. Be above that. We're higher vibrational. We're in the fourth and into the fifth dimension. So, and it's let's everyone just flood social media with good news. And I've been seeing a lot of that lately too, though. It's positive. And who do you have in your circle, your social network? Who's in your friends? Be careful who you friend and get like close to you. And it's taken years to really tweak it and fine tune. And when new friend requests, yes, we have to have multiple friends, and you have to be in the spiritual community. You have to have that I won't say like-mindedness, but the like-heartedness, right? You want to make sure that who you are exposed to energetically. And that's the same thing like with the news and everything. And sure, there's enough news out there to make you feel depressed and make you feel like, well, what's happening? Well, we already addressed that. We know what's happening. All right. But I want you to look at the bright side and look at the beautiful part of this. There are many, and we're hearing more and more about this where we didn't in the past, but it's still going on. We're hearing about more and more human trafficking rings being broken, being busted, being brought to justice. All right, they're being caught. And human trafficking has happened all through history of mankind, right? We have. Whether we've been a part of it in a past life or not, slaves, human trafficking, all of this has been taking place, and it's terrible. But guess what? Pay attention to at least some of the patterns. Oh wow, it has to be exposed, it has to be shaken up, exposed before it can be released, resolved. It can be healed, so to speak. All right. And I know it's hard to believe or hard to understand that a lot of the victims signed up for that to help with the exposure, to help bring it to light. All right. And we've all done this in one way, shape, or form in past lives. I do believe any martyrship and sacrifice that has ended in 2012, maybe even starting in 1987 to 2012, that's all dropped off. We don't have that anymore in our missions. No more sacrifices, no more martyring. All right, none of that. Okay, so Steve, revealing the layers of created consciousness. Exactly. Yes. So my challenge to every one of you, and every one of you though do post really good. You post great, inspiring, and loving, and good news. We're going to flood it with good news. And now I don't like the positive, negative type of thing. How about just harmonious, which means it's balanced? Because we do need negativity in order to exist. It's part of our existence. Negative and positive is on the same pole. It's just extreme opposites as far as 3D is concerned. It's separation. But it's really part of the whole. It's part of everything. It's part of the yin and yang. You can't separate them. It's not supposed to. Divine design, you know this. We're all one. It's all one. We're not supposed to separate it. Positive and negative work together. Think about a battery. Has a positive side, has a negative side. When it's in harmonious alignment, you're getting power out of that battery. Power up. This is us shining our love and light in all directions. All right. And that's how simple it is. We don't have to try to direct it, so to speak. We don't have to, the less that we handle it or try to guide it or manipulate it. All right. Just let it go. Let me tell you, this high vibrational energy knows where to go. All on its own. It knows what to do. Just light up that sacred heart center, your heart chakra in the center of your chest, and let it go. Let it go. Just, I always like to think of a lighthouse. We are lighthouses, or we are a pyramid, which, a lighthouse, an energy conductor, and we're shooting light right out of our heart chakras in all directions. All right. We are connecting our sacred heart center to the cosmic heart, the divine cosmic heart. All right, whether you want to say Father and Mother God's heart, its creator, the source cosmic heart, connecting with that and just saturating this earth with that bright light, that beautiful, loving, it's a pinkish golden white light with some purple in there. Ah, beautiful. Very powerful. All right. Yeah. Ooh. All right. Let's see how that feels. This circle is vibrating. We have a very powerful sacred circle. It's vibrating tonight. Ooh, yes, Steve. Absolutely. Yeah. Absolutely. And then what I find fascinating is that science has even proved that in mass, they're rethinking the whole mass thing, that there's light that exists in it. Absolutely. Yes. We're pure energy. That's what we are. Pure energy in our earth suits. And but our earth suits are ascending. Our physical is ascending. It's transforming and expanding for the first time in humanity's history. We're ascending instead of descending. All right. Woo! Yeah, I'm vibrating. I know, right? All of us, we're all vibrating. Woo! Feel that? Yeah. And how many can hear a tone? I hear a real high pitch. It's like someone's taken, what are those, tuning forks? Yeah. Somebody playing with their tuning forks or a Tibetan bowl, metal, metallic chime sound. It's very beautiful. It's very nice. Woo! Oh, yeah. We all get signs and signals. So, okay, let me take a sip of water here. Woo! Oh, that's not water. Okay. Great. Made myself an iced coffee. Totally forgot. I usually have an iced coffee after dinner, except for showtime. During my shows, I like to just have water because I'm so high after the shows. Now, okay, an iced coffee. All right. Yay. I'm sorry, Han. I'm not going to go to sleep till like 1. No, I'm kidding. I'm just teasing. Okay. Woo! I know, right? Anyway, so it's important more than ever. I know I said a couple shows ago, it was channeled or it was suggested or it was told that we are the ones that are releasing our ancestral pain and suffering and any wounds from that time, going back 7 generations. And then when we hit the 7 generations, we can go back another 7 generations. It just automatically goes. Again, it knows where to go. And it's a lot of us like growing up with black sheep in the family, because we're not following this. Your traditions are messed up. What are you following blindly? This tradition makes no sense. There's a reason why we felt that way, thought that way, is because we're the ones to bring that light to help. And it's not hard. It's not a hard process to do. Just send love and light, and that's it. In the here and the now, make sure always before you do any type of work that you're grounded right here, right now. Okay? That's the present, being completely connected to the earth, to Mother Gaia. But you still connected up into that cosmic heart, up into the upper vibrations. And then in all directions, and when I say all directions, we're talking the past, we're talking the side parallel universes, we're talking in front of us. We are doing that number 8, whether it's a spiral, it's a number 8, or infinity sideways, however the energy flows, it goes and it knows where to. And just say, you know what? I want to shine harmonious, peaceful light into my whole ancestral line and the DNA. Do you feel that little release? I felt that little, wow. Let's do that again. Or all of us this time together. All right, let's do this. We're standing in this, we're sitting, standing. We're in this beautiful sacred circle. And we are going to release right now, just simple command. I send my family, my ancestors, everyone's ancestors, all right? We're going to send our ancestors 7 generations and beyond. We're going to send the parallel universes. We're going to send a future too for us. We're going to go ahead and throw that out there as well so that we can bring 2032 closer to us. We can bring that golden new age faster. We don't have to wait to 2032. Maybe we can cut that time off by, 2, 3, be great, 5 years. It's not impossible. We keep going like we are. We can get there faster. So right here, right now, we're sending harmonious light, harmonious balanced light, peace, and divine love behind us in our ancestral line, parallel universes into our future. We're sending it out in all directions. Release and resolve any pain and conflict. Just bring it all back to balance. All back to balance. Take another deep breath. You can probably want to Take some deep breaths here as we release together. We're very strong when we're all standing in our power together in this sacred circle. Whoo! There, I feel another release. That's great. You can do this as often as you want to. It only takes once, one and done. It's done. But if you want to go back and just check the energy, you can do that too. Robin, I'm releasing so much junk lately. Absolutely. Yep. Steve, especially in astral dreams as I sleep lately, going through those emotional anchors and releasing. Yes. We don't, our soul still works. Our body just needs to sleep. The physical needs to sleep, but we're still working in our astral travels, in our dreams. We are doing a lot of releasing too, and it's beautiful. Unhooking, remember, unhooking. I was told a while ago, and I know I've shared this with you too, is don't cut cords. You don't cut energy. You don't cut. You don't create, destroy energy. You just transform it, right? You transform it. So you feel there's something that you're attached to. Think about this. When we reprogram our mind, are we cutting anything in our mind, in our brain? No, we're rewiring just by simply how we change and shift our thoughts. It says, I'm not taking this route anymore. I'm going to take this route. It's a shift. All right. The same kind of thing. You feel someone hooking onto you. I like to use the hook. Just unhook. Go back to the sender. Back to the sender. Unhook. There you go. Unhook. You don't cut. Then we get phantom pain and it doesn't heal anybody. Think about when someone cuts a limb or loses a limb. That energy is still there. They still feel like the limb is still there, right? It's phantom pain. It makes it worse, not better. So watch your wording, watch the imaging, unhook, okay? Yeah, there we go. Ooh, oh my goodness. All right. Oh, Julia, my body and mind has decided 3 to 4 a.m. is a good time to start the day. Oh, yes. So when I wake up, I'll stumble to the bathroom, but I go back. I'm like, yeah, I'm not starting it right now. No. Hey, how you doing? I love you. Anything I need to know? Got my pad of paper here. Quickly tell me because I'm going back to sleep. But I mean, everyone's different. If that's what's time you need to get up, then that's good. So, all right. So, Steve, yes, transmute these aspects of self, gathering them into my portal, closer to becoming whole with the I am presence. Yes. See, here's the thing is that we have, when I asked last year for 2018 for what we're doing, what's the mantra for 2019? It was the I ams are being shifted to the we are. Isn't that powerful? And think about this year. It really has. The more we step into our own divine power, the more we step into that I am, we are reconnected with the whole, with the one, with the we are. We are one. All right. And so when I go through and go like I am light, I'll say it 3 times. Then I'll say we are light. I'll say it 3 times. This is part of my ceremony I do every morning. As I light a candle, each candle has a little mantra, a little saying. It starts with I am. And then I say that 3 times and then we are. Because that helps raise that consciousness, bringing us to that one, that law of one. Okay? So, yeah. All right. So we all have the ability and the power, and that's our divine blueprint power, okay? High vibrational power. If, we have to even heal the word power because it's been so misused and abused, right? We're talking divine power here. All right. We can heal all our wounds. If healing isn't happening for you, then maybe you have named the wound or the wounds, because it could be more than one. And you've named it something else other than wounds, befriending them, and agreed to let them stay. Now, we can all agree to this and maybe pick a time in the past, maybe behind us. Maybe we're doing some of a little bit of that now. But I feel most of us have really come a long way in healing and releasing. But there's people around us who are still, they feel the shift and they may not be sure of it. And so they're grasping onto all that they know. All right. And so when you befriend your wounds and even your disease and illness, how many people have you met in the first 3 sentences out of their mouth when they are introducing themselves? Hi, my name is so-and-so. I suffer from, or I have this. What? No, they befriended it big time. Okay. And it's, even though they consider, no, I don't want this. I want to heal from this. Well, you're lugging it around, claiming it. Can you take it off on your taxes yet? I mean, I'm not trying to be, if you add some humor to it, does it help? But it's, really, is it paying rent? Is it doing anything? Is it productive for you in any way, shape, or form? And if that answer is no, let it go. And we have to be truthful with ourselves and see what we're lugging around. And this is what we've all been doing this year, is really truthfully looking at, do I still need this? I don't think so. I'm not just internally, but I know a lot of us too are just getting rid of stuff, right? Stuff. So, all right. So Steve, yes, I figured out my approval coming from source was to be sought in my divine blueprint, the perfect image of my creation. That helped me shift so much not to seek approval from people. Exactly. First, right. And we have to remember, it all starts within. As within us, so without us. Everything outside. But we didn't know that. We've been taught growing up. You create by doing something that's outside of us, not what's inside of us, right? And it's actually, of course, and he got it wrong. It's the other way, and that's okay. So we're creating and we're going. Yay! All right, Robin, that is my mother. She is so negative. I love her so much, but dang, yes, exactly. And that's why we're going to be around people like that this holiday season, or they're in your family. Oh my gosh, and it's hard, whether they're family, their siblings, or we're all going through this, okay? And sometimes you cringe when you see someone calling you, because it's like, everything out of this person's mouth is negative. I don't want to take this phone call right now because they're going to drain me, or try to, right? And when you have to sit there and ask, am I in the right state of mind, being, to take this call right at this moment? Are they going to knock me off my balance? No. Okay, I'll take the call. Yes, I can't deal with this right now. Will that same person call you when they have a happy moment? And that would be nice. Call me when you're happy. Don't just call me when you want to, when you want to vent or cry or scream or whatever. And I want to say there might be an exception, although I think very good friends who vent with each other share everything, good, bad. And this is the point I'm trying to make. It's, those that releasing is good. Just let your release buddy, know ahead of time, hey, is it okay? And maybe they might be in a tender moment where, no, not right now. I really can't handle that. Okay. But you know what? You both can help each other. And so get through that. So anyway, just, we all know people like that, right? So, let's see, Wendy, I meet lots of people last week and that felt they had to sell me or tell me their whole life story. Well, you know what though? That's the way of the healer. People come to you, they feel your energy is so light and bright, and it's a safe place. But the thing is, what we feel like is that it's a garbage dump. What? What's happening? Do I have a sign or blink flashing lights on my forehead? This isn't a garbage dump. This isn't a place to just come dump on me. I don't even know you. It's this, your energy is a safe place, and whether they're consciously realizing what they're doing or they're not. Now, there's a lot of people who don't realize. They feel comfortable for you, and you as a healer, it's your responsibility to. If they can't release it and they give it to you, you release it. All right. It's easier to do that with strangers in your own family, though, isn't it? Okay, and then there's those that are just energy vampires, we call them. They know what they're doing, and you just, nope, stop. Shut that door right away. No way. All right. So resolve and release to heal. And resolving, when I say that, it is processing the wound or wounds. And we're going to ask who, what, where, when, why. All right. Sometimes we don't have all the answers. And if we don't have those answers, that's okay. Don't get stuck. Don't let not having those answers create a block for resolving any toxic issues. We just ask with feeling, ask with feeling, not from your mind. You got to feel these answers and be honest and truthful where it's coming from. All right. Again, we don't have to have all the answers to these or any of our questions. We may have, because sometimes we overanalyze, and we need to not do that. Okay. And I have found each and every time that the most precise, clear answers really come in after you have been through the whole experience, you have released and healed it. All right. And now, when I say heal, I'm talking about, I mean transforming. And I know we've already talked about this. We're transforming our wounds and our experiences, because our wounds never disappear. We're just transforming them. The experiences. And I like to even think too, hey, I like jewelry. Everyone knows I like jewelry and I like bling. And for men, it can be a piece of jewelry, or it can be badges of honor. I think a lot of us got lots of badges, don't we? Yeah. We're good now. Thank you. I have so many badges, I can't even walk straight because I have to get off balance. It's funny. But humor helps us to heal too, right? It really, really does. All right. So, but yeah, know that they don't disappear, and they transform. As our wounds, and what are our wounds? It can be grief, anger, fear, etc. When all of this is transformed into harmonious alignment, it propels us to a higher vibration where we see the whole picture, and then we get the answers to the questions. It's like that aha moment. All of our experiences are a part of our spiritual journey, and you can choose. Free will. It's a choice. You can be better or you can be bitter. What do you choose? Where do you want your energy to be focused? It's very powerful, isn't it? Can we honestly answer these questions that come up within ourselves? All right. So sitting in this sacred circle, this is powerful sacred circle we have here. Each of us separately belong in different sacred circles. Circles of 12. Circles of 12, circles of 12, circles of 12. You look at sacred geometry and notice how these circles are touching or interlocking. Very, very powerful. Very powerful. So they just expand, and just go on and on and on. All these different circles of 12. So we have many different other sacred circles that we're sitting in. Okay. And so what one person can achieve, all people can achieve. One person healing can heal all. And that's via the law of one, because we are all connected. So we heal by fully giving ourselves permission to heal. Are you giving yourself permission to heal? Ooh, I feel a lot of energy blow off. I feel a lot of you. Take some deep breaths. Ooh. That's good. That's good. Take some more deep breaths. Even if there's a little confusion, and that's okay. Everything's going to be worked through. Let's just take some more deep breaths here. Ooh. Let me read some of these comments here. I'm full of more electricity today. I've been freaking people out. Robin, you've been shocking people? Yeah, you got your Thor on? You know, not for nothing. I could just so relate to the whole Norse, in Thor. And we're watching Thor Ragnarok again, and I just love it. That there's some key points to remember. It's like when, his hammer got shattered by his mean older sister. All right. What did his father Odin tell him? It's like, you're not the god of hammers. You're the god of thunder. It's within you, right? And you're making that connection to the earth, to that element, to that. And then, oh, yeah. So our power isn't in divination tools, isn't in wands, hammers, swords, even our crystals. As much as we love crystals and I love holding on to them, the power is within us. And I was reminded of that. It was like, yeah, that lightning. And I can tell too when, my energy is really static, today. I got to be careful, So it's like, all right, I got some things to do. So I tried to stay away from my computers as much as possible today. So I wouldn't accidentally zap it. That's what took me so long to even promote the show. I was like, I think I need to go do that now. But y'all found me. Yay. Okay, let's see. Wendy, when I wear gemstones, I feel the energy. It feels good. It seems sometimes the more I wear, the better I feel. No, I know. Right, Wendy? Absolutely. Okay, so it's our armor. I want you to stop and think about that for a moment. And I used to joke on my bracelets, and it's like, Wonder Woman, the bracelets. It's our armor. Metal's conductive. And when paired with crystals, it's very powerful. So metal, whether it is sterling silver or gold, copper now they're making, even brass. You find a lot of like old Indian jewelry. They like the brass bracelets. All these things that have gemstones and crystals in them, very conductive. And they're our suit of armor. And most of and I'm not talking about like those suits for battle, but for protection. Most of the priests, high priests and priestesses had some kind of breastplate that was metal, type of metal with crystals and gemstones on it. Isn't that our armor, really? For protection and for amplifying our energy. Conductive. All right. Let's see. Steve, yawning like I usually do when I cleanse, where two or more are gathered. Gratitude. Speaking to the ancestors and those in need of release. Yes, Steve, that's great. I've heard people that, when you have a lot of energy and you feel it through your body, that's great. He starts to yawn. I start to burp. And so I'm just curious, do you feel that energy? Did anyone else notice? Do you have a particular way that the energy goes through you? So it's, I'll start quietly, I won't just let one rip out, but it's like, I feel the air bubbles, or I start to, woo, here it comes, and I'll burp. Yeah. So it's yawning. Yeah, Chris, yeah, because hi, puppies. Chris says hello to Ty and Gracie because they're like the loudest drinkers ever. It's all right. I love them. All right, so Wendy, my legs twitch. Ooh, yeah, very good, very good. Julia, yawning and goosebumps. And so, oh yes, yeah. I like to call them the truth bumps. When we hear something that strikes a chord within us, we get the woo, all of that. I love that. Keep sharing. Yep, Steve, I can feel the pings in my center of different frequencies they raise then. The frequencies they raise. Yes, absolutely, Steve. Very, very good. So this just feels good, doesn't it? This is natural high. There you go. That's what I'm talking about. Woo. Deep breath, deep breath. All right. I want you to stay focused on the right here, right now. We still have a lot of powerful moments in 2019 to get through before we get to 2020. I know a lot of people's excited. Yes, we can already feel 2020 moving in. But we've got some powerful downloads and shifts and things to still do within these next 3 weeks of December. All right? So powerful, powerful times here. And we have been prepared this whole year, haven't we, for 2020? I feel like this whole year, 2019, was to prep ourselves for another huge wave of ascension energy. Now, it's a new decade, too. We are cleaning up everything. I know that it's 2019. It's not a 9-year. It's a 3-year. But anything with a 9 in it, it's like, especially of a 10-year cycle, it's the 9th year, so to speak. We are finishing up everything. Tie it all up. We're done. Release. Prepare for the next year, for the next century. So here we go. It's the last one. And that's what we're doing. Okay? And there's going to be so much more spiritual growth and opportunity in 2020. Of course, there's going to be some challenges, but you know what? Nothing that we haven't already experienced, and they're going to be so minor compared to what we've been through, and we have the light to rise above them, right? We have the higher light to rise above them. So this is a 3-year, then 2020 is a 4-year. 2020, 2 plus 2 is 4. And 4 is the vibration of stability, practicality, and dependability. So we will be building a solid foundation for ascension. 2020 also resonates with the master number 22, which is a powerful master builder. Wow. And then I hope that a lot of you have been working with your dragons, and then even the unicorns. And unicorns and the dragons have never left humanity's side. They've always been here. The unicorns have came back. They come back with the high rise of the divine mother energy of 2014, 2015. And they're coming back in more and more and more. So when you have your unicorn light, I call it, when you have your unicorn with you as well, and they're shining this light, it amplifies the 22. It helps you to manifest your dreams, especially those that will benefit humanity, because the time is now. And what I always like to say too is all right, so, stepping into your power, I am in harmonious alignment. I am in harmonious alignment for my highest and greatest. I'm in harmonious alignment for Lady Gaia, Mother Earth's harmonious alignment, which is in harmonious alignment with humanity. The trifecta, that triangle, the sacred three, us, or maybe it's even Lady Gaia first, because she is her own entity. Mother Earth is her own entity, and she's ascending, and she will continue to, with or without us. And we want to go with her. And so it's, yes, we're in alignment with her. We're in alignment with humanity. We're bringing it all together into that triangle, or into that sacred three. All right. It's beautiful. It's beyond words. I'm having a hard time because it's just beyond words. All I'm feeling is this intense love, and you can almost hear singing, harmonious singing, whether it's angel singing, whether it's tones or ooh, it's beautiful. That's alignment when everything comes in, and it's just breathtakingly leaves you in awe. Whew. All right, next Thursday, full moon on December 12th, 12/12, full moon. Woo-wee! All right. So, and a lot of us can start feeling it now, tomorrow, as we are ascending or crescendoing up to the full moon in this waxing phase of the moon. And this process suggests that we are disciplined, that we discipline ourselves in our spiritual lifestyle, because life is opening up and expanding. Our whole way of being is opening up, expanding. New ideas are coming in. And so to take these forward on an ascension, we will need to have a solid spiritual foundation. Everyone in the sacred circle has a solid spiritual foundation, or you wouldn't be listening. You wouldn't be right here, right now. All right. We have solid spiritual foundations, and it's okay what you have to, where you built that foundation on. I grew up in a very strict religious household. So that religion, some beautiful aspects of it, all right. And then just opening up to really the harm none, what's best for everyone, not just me, but for us. We make the ground sacred. When you make the ground sacred, then you put your foundation on that sacred ground. And this is where a lot of us who stood in our own power, who said, okay, the whole tradition and family, and that's your beliefs. I honor and respect how I was raised, but I created my sacred space, my sacred ground, in order to put that spiritual foundation and build off of that. And that's what we've all done. We've all found our own land, our own sacred space, and have built a spiritual foundation on that. Okay? So, yay! Just keep building. Keep building. All right? And then remember, the day after Christmas, we have a new moon. And this is when the new doors really open up and flood in with hope and enthusiasm. All right? And it's going to be a very powerful and exciting energy. So we have the full moon on the 12th. We have the new moon the day after Christmas on the 26th, or December 26th, whether, whatever holy day you celebrate. So it's, that's what I'm saying. We still got a lot to do and to learn and to feel and to express these next 3 weeks of December. So we're going to honor it all. Honor it all. Whew. Oh, wow. Let's see. Robin, my granddaughter was born 12/12/12. Beautiful. 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 And these kids coming in now, they are so highly advanced. And I know I've talked about this before. It's like a last call, really. Like on the other side, or you could hear and feel the excitement. And it's kind of like those that were too scared to come to this. And there are, and it's a choice again, free will, whether souls want to come and experience on this earth plane. So now it's kind of like, hey, guess what? Lady Gaia, Mother Earth, we're ascending. All humanity's ascending. Who wants to be a part of that? A chance to experience life on Earth. They're coming in now. They're just like flooding in. They feel safer than they ever have before. The 10,000 years of darkness. Bye-bye. Behind us. All right. Let's see. Angel, I adore your room setup and how everything is laid out. Aw, Angel. Thank you so much. You're so sweet. I love you. So let's see. I put up my little tiny Christmas tree. It's my office tree. The menorah. Actually, I have to tell you, my son wanted that when he was 3 years old, my oldest son. And I taught them all the religions. Not just one, not just, here's all of these structured religions, and then here's spirituality, because intuitive, second, we all have these abilities. It's in our divine bloodline, all right? In our human bloodline, physical bloodline DNA, it's in mine and my husband's. So I knew our kids, I needed to teach them ways that we weren't taught growing up, but to let them expand on their own, not to feed them, here, this is how I want you to believe. No. So, and I guess the benefit was, whether you homeschool them or not, if you take to teach them all the religions, this is the basics. Just keep it simple too. With young kids, it's gotta be like a couple sentences. So that was always fun trying to, but you really can, when you find the common thread in all the religions, how they kind of have this one common thread, but they have a different way of expressing it. Kids know that. They understand, believe it or not, that, because they understand each other, other kids. So it's very easy to explain to them, and I just let them choose what they wanted to. I did test their psychic abilities, their intuitive, their natural abilities, told them it was great to feel this way, pay attention to how it comes in, and then you gotta let them go. My sons, I mean, they're in their late 20s right now. So, so I mean, you gotta let them go, the teenagers, and then that teenage, they'll come back around. We did. I know I was, kind of put the spirituality on the back burner when you're a teenager because you wanted to fit in, whatever the heck that was. Realize that wasn't working out, then we go back to it anyway. Well, it's the same thing. We just got to let everyone know who they are, stepping into their own I am, right? And just honor them and give them time and time. Just give them their space, and they usually come right back around. So it's really beautiful, and yeah. Let me read some more of these. Angel. Oh, and Angel, you're a great, 3 kids. You're a great mom, and a very powerful teacher yourself, and healer. And so, but like I said, all of you, everyone sitting in the sacred circle, we're friends. I know what you do, and how you be, and I'm just so grateful and honored that we are all together for this hour, for this evening, and yeah. Oh wow! All right, so let's see. We got 6 minutes left. I will be on the 15th, next Sunday. I will be on, and then and the 22nd. The 22nd. So it's for the next 2 weeks, because winter begins, and the winter solstice is huge and is powerful. And that's something I did not mention. Thank you for reminding me. That's why they wanted me to look. Okay. I get it. Thank you. All right. The full moon. Yes. The winter solstice is one of the most powerful. The solstices are very powerful. The winter and spring. But the winter is when that Christ consciousness, and understand that the Christ consciousness is like a title. It's not a person. There were many master teachers that held Christ consciousness energy. And this just floods in the earth at this time. So we have full moon energy. We have this rushing in of Christ consciousness energy. And then the new moon, wow. That's a powerful way to end 2019, right? And start 2020. Woo! Let me Mr. Robin, I love it here. Such a great show. Oh, you know what? Oh, thank you, Robin. Thank you. It's for all of us, you know, and yeah, and I love it. Okay. I'm telling you, every one of you, the energy usually it is just so heightened. It's just so intense and expanded. It just gets better and better each show time and each sacred circle. It's more and more powerful. And it feels really, really good. And I want you to carry this with you the rest of the week. Every day, stand in that I am and let's go. Because we are so close now. We've come so far. And don't let those who want to stay off balance affect you. Don't let them hook onto you. Remember, unhook. All right. And you can do that. Check your energy. I'd like to check it several times. Definitely before going to bed. But check it several times throughout the day. Especially if you're going to go into public too. And you come back to your sacred home, to your sacred space at home. Make sure that you have unhooked anything that's not yours. I'm just going to do a quick check. This is why you need to become familiar with your energy, with your luminous energy field or your aura. And, oh, this isn't mine. What's this over here? I'm just going to unhook over here and feel, okay, and unhook over here. And then I light incense more than ever before. Right. It used to be like I could have a ceremony in the morning, light incense, and we're good. No, I'm lighting it several times through the day whenever it feels. And it's not just for me in this sacred space. All right. And I've expanded my sacred space more than this house, this property, this land. Far out, pushing past, including your neighbors. Expand even more. Your community. Expand even more. To your city. To your town. Expand it even more. To your state. Expand it even more to worldwide. And we're going to expand that out even more, shining brightly out into the universe, into the cosmos. Remember, we have our chakras, Earth's chakra, cosmic chakra. Bam, bam, bam. There's that 3 again. 1, 2, 3. Bam. Woo! Beautiful, isn't it? You feel it. And there's a lot of, I know we talked too, how many have been feeling in that navel chakra ascending. It's feeling things right in that gut. For the last couple of weeks, it's like shifting and everything. And it's just, you feel lighter. During this expansion, we're going to feel lighter. Our bodies feel lighter. We actually are feeling like we're getting lighter. All right? So, let me read some more comments. Wendy, I thought if you cut the wrong cords, they come back. That's because you cut. We don't cut energy. They never went away. All right, you're not really cutting. It's an illusion, and that's why I don't like using that term, because it doesn't solve anything. You can't cut energy. So we lie to ourselves. Oh, I'm taking scissors and I'm cutting this. No, you're not. You think you are, but it's not being resolved. So that's why it still hangs around. We have to unhook. All right. Again, you shouldn't do that. Energy is not created or destroyed, it's transformed. And then transforming by unhooking, rerouting, return to sender, wherever this is coming from. That's not harming anyone. If someone has ill intention and you're returning to sender, they're hurting themselves. All right, just food for thought. Teresa. All right. Okay, so we are at the end of the end of the show for this evening, but it's been so beautiful. I want each and every one of you to keep journaling. Whatever you're doing, whether it's creating your sacred ceremonies, sending out that love and light in all directions. All right. It starts with, connect with that cosmic heart. Remember, whatever you do to center ground yourself, send it out and go farther and farther each day. Just keep going, keep going, keep going. And it's for everyone's highest and greatest. For your highest and greatest, for everyone else's, humanity's highest and greatest, Mother Earth's highest and greatest. Standing out, the cosmos, the universe, highest and greatest. Of course, we are healing this solar system. Because there's many galaxies. We're healing this galaxy. All the other galaxies, right? Think about that. Because when we fell down to 3D, it reverbed and just affected everything. Well, now we're on the rise and bringing it all back up to full power. So anyway. All right, everyone. Thank you so much for tuning in. And I love the interaction. I really do and love all your love and support. And many blessings to each and every one of you. Keep being the bright lights that you are. Shine on, brothers and sisters. And I will be here next Sunday at 8 p.m. Eastern Time. Many blessings to each of you. Good night.